Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play, and today we're going to be playing through Animal Crossing New Leaf with the Welcome Amiibo update. Now, I never really got to go and try out the said Welcome Amiibo update before, and I think this did happen around within like 2016, maybe a little bit later on afterwards. Somebody could probably let me know in the comments about when exactly this type of said release date of the update of this Welcome Amiibo that happened around within our time frame here. And if you guys are curious about what we are going to be doing within this type of said Let's Play of Animal Crossing New Leaf, well, we are going to be going through all 4 seasons of this game, and it's going to be a year-long type of said series. And I've been wanting to do an Animal Crossing game for something like this for quite a while now, and I just didn't know exactly when I was going to go and try to plan this out. And it's going to be that time because since we just went and finished off with the Yoshi Island DS just a couple, I want to say a couple days ago, we're going to be finally going to be doing that here within our time frame now of play through this game. And we're going to be meeting up with Rover, and just like how we did it with all the other type of times back in the GameCube version and other type of said versions of Animal Crossing, we got to see Rover and kind of get a nice good introduction into our time of what our town is going to be. Now we're going to basically call our town here ProxLand, and I think that's going to be a kind of a good type of town name to go and basically enter on into this, because if I ever decide to go and basically do any other type of said other said 4 seasons of Animal Crossing, probably go and maybe jump into New Horizons, or maybe go back into like City Folk or Wild World or something, at least we'll kind of have a nice good type of town name to kind of at least somewhat memorize exactly what we're going to be doing throughout our time there. And if you guys are also going to be asking me in the comments, as Prox, are you going to be chasing after any of the said bugs or fishes or any of the underwater creatures later on throughout our time of the game? I will be doing that. I'll try to at least hopefully try to collect out as most of all the bugs as I can. Same with all these said type of fossils and other said other type of things that we need to go and try to build up our museum for, because we do have a full year, right? So we're going to try and do everything as best as we can throughout our time. Now, I know that currently for right now, since we're here within the very first beginning of the said episode, there's not really too much that we can really go and do for right now. And throughout the time for what's going on here, since I am doing this early in the morning, it's around like 7 o'clock for what this type of time frame here within the game is going to be. Most of the stores right now are not really open, so we can't really go and speak to Timmy at this point in time, so we can't really go and get any of our type of said bug catching nets or any of the said shovels, so we can't really go after any of the little extra goodies that we could go and do. And I'll kind of get you guys into a little bit of like somewhat of like a Prox guide type of tutorial way of how we're going to be able to go and do some of this type of stuff if you have never actually went to play through a said Animal Crossing game before. So like when you arrive on over here to the town, once we have made our stop here with the train, we'll actually be getting ourselves introduced to the said, introduced to Isabelle, of course. She's going to be like our PA personal assistant as she goes along and tries to help us out on anything. And also too, we will be meeting up with the said type of friendly neighbors that will be showing up around within this game as well. And there's actually a few that I actually do know of since I am doing this as a post recording. So we actually do have Filbert, we do have Annabelle, we also do have Snake, which he's like somewhat of like a ninja type of bunny rabbit dude. He seems pretty cool. I think later on throughout our time of this said game that I do have a few other said videos with that we will be seeing what his home is going to be later on. Not here in this type of first episode, but probably a little bit later on down the road. We also do have Pearl as well, which I'm pretty excited that we do have Pearl. That's actually one type of character that is on my other type of said home type of town that I do have in my other said version of my Animal Crossing New Leaf game. So yeah, this is Isabelle here. You guys already basically know about her at this point, right? Probably from Super Smash Bros. 4 or maybe from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but yeah, she's going to be chilling around here for the time being within our town. But also, once we do get ourselves all settled, and once we do get this kind of mayor role that we're going to be having here in Animal Crossing New Leaf, we'll be able to go and speak on over to Mr. Tom Nook himself, and we'll be able to go and place our first type of, I guess, little home around within our way here of our said map. Now, if you guys got to see, I think around within the very beginning of the said first episode, with it here when we went and spoke to Rover, you can actually manipulate the actual land that you can go and well, basically explore around and do what you need to do within there. So I know that I went and kind of changed around some things within like the first randomization, but yeah, so this is going to be the map that we're going to be kind of be dealing with here, and it seems like a little bit of a nice type of way, because at least we'll have a little bit of, well, I want to say more extra type of seashells to go and find, and hopefully try to get some other little extra goodies as well. Now, I'm not really too entirely certain that by changing the map, you'll get like other different type of said, like other special type of fruit. I know that here in our home type of land right now, here in ProxLand, we have a lot of pears that are around with it here. So that is going to be what we can actually go and sell and give over to Timmy at some point. And if you kind of want to make some money very much fast around within this game, finding such as with seashells or pears or literally anything that's kind of like lying on the ground, that will give you pretty much quite a bit of bells. And I think later on as well too, we will be heading into most of the other different type of stores, but we kind of have to wait until they open up, because right now we're still kind of early type of time, so we can't really go and head to like the Mabel sisters, we can't really go and head off to Timmy, we can't really go and meet up with Katrina as well, the I want to say the fortune teller of this game, so we can't really go and do anything about what there. So what we're going to do is actually go and write down on our little, I guess, board here, and just basically get anybody else who wants to come over here to our said town. We'll just have a little bit of a greeting type of card, I guess, within here. So yeah, I'll show you guys what some of the different little neat features that we could go and do here within this game as well. Just so that if you guys are new coming into Animal Crossing, I'll show you guys what that's all about too. And when you do open up your set inventory, you will have like a whole bunch of things that are like in your menu, because then that's when we could go and check with our different butterflies, see what type of like encyclopedia that we do have, and they'll basically tell you what type of like how much like I want to say the size of the said type of bug or fish that you have when it caught. And that same goes for with like the fish and also with the underwater creatures as well. So here's Nook's home. It seems like his, well, for what the store is already opened up right now. But technically, right now, his store is not really opened up. This is just for main story purposes. That's why it's opened up here. But after when we're all said and done with actual Tom Nook, and once we do go and place our home, his actual time to open up his doors are around, I think, at like 8 o'clock. And here's some of his other different type of like models that he has. So at some point down the road, when you actually do start having to go and start doing all your different like billing from Tom Nook, and him and his little greed of money that you're gonna have to go and kind of do over time, and having to pay off his different type of mortgages that you have here within this game. This is well, at some point you will be able to kind of at least somewhat construct your home and make things a little bit more bigger as time goes on. I know that my home, I think in my other Animal Crossing New Leaf game that I have in my other file, is actually super huge, because I have like so much amount of stuff. I think I have like my own fish aquarium as well. I got like a whole bunch of like all the Nintendo like Street Pass stuff that we have, which I may probably show that off at some point as well. Show off the Street Pass type of stuff that you could go and do. But if you ever do have any of that type of like a spot pass or a street pass or whatever those type of like tokens that you have, if you have like a lot of those type of like 3DS tokens, you could go and buy all these like special like fortune cookies from Timmy, and that's how you'll be able to get all the special Nintendo features that you could go and do from there. So now we got our own home that's going to be set up right around here, and it seems like a perfect nice spot. Because at least the good thing is that with our home being here, if we ever need to do like any type of fishing over at the docks and stuff and try to find like different set of sharks within the game, which yes, sharks are going to be a part of this game. That they're only like, I think only for the dock purposes though. I don't think you can actually find them just around within the actual beach side. I don't think. I could be wrong. Because I know that there's like certain fishes that only are exclusive to certain different parts of certain areas within the game. But there's Pearl. This is our first actual meeting with her. At some point, we'll go and check around all the other neighbors' homes. I think at this current moment in time for right now, most of all the neighbors are actually fast asleep at this point. All right, so there we go. Let's head back over here to the town hall. And just let Isabelle know that we got our house all set up. Technically, within an Animal Crossing game, there's not really too much of an actual said story. Basically, the only type of said story is like just the beginning of the game and just kind of getting more of a tutorial base wise of getting the way of like how the town actually works and whatnot. But later on, like throughout your time, you may probably run across into like certain things where some places will start to get somewhat reconstructed. But that is by the amount of how many times that you go and head off into a certain place and buy certain things from them. Then that's when they'll start building up more and more of what their upgrades of those certain places are going to be. Such as with Timmy, for example. Like I'm pretty sure that if we buy like so much amount of things from Timmy, he'll actually start to make his like little like type of shop that he has into like a much more like bigger type of like type of mall or type of like plaza type of like much more bigger design of what's happening within there. Now, here in the Welcome Amiibo update, there's something known as Meow Coupons. Not really too entirely certain on exactly what the Meow Coupons do, but we are going to be meeting up with Harvey, which he is like the update of this game that will actually have some other things here that's going to be a part within it. So yeah, so Annabelle is the, I want to say the anteater that's there. Filbert is the squirrel. Snake is going to be somebody that we will go and check up a little bit soon. Camo Frog, we are not going to be able to meet up with him. I'm pretty much sure that during my time with this said post recording, he is fast asleep at the moment. But I do meet up with Annabelle and Filbert like within like I think like a few other episodes down the road here. But there we go. So May 13th, 2025, we just went and placed our little tree here. And at some point afterwards, this tree will keep on growing and growing as time goes on and see what's going to happen here. And for certain bugs and certain like other fishes and whatnot, they have certain type of time and days and locations for where they're going to be. Like I know that with certain bugs, there is going to be some bugs at night where we're going to have to go and do some stuff there. And I know that there's going to be one, well actually said two bugs in particular that are going to be really annoying to get captured. And it's going to be at nighttime. And that's going to be both for the scorpion and also with the tarantula. And both of those two type of said bugs right there will actually poison you or will basically give you somewhat of a game over if you do not try to pick them up as quickly as you can. But we'll try our best. I know that those guys are always really annoying. And, oh great, we got bees. Run away from the bees. And these are an actual capture as well, too. But it's just that for right now, we're going to get ourselves completely stung. No. And Timmy's shop is not even open up all the way. So we can't even get any type of medicine right now. But over a little bit of some time here, just picking up on some extra pairs and whatnot for us to go and sell, because that is our one way of getting some money here. We actually have a perfect pair, so that's going to probably give us quite a bit of money on that one. And, oh, we can't forget that we also do have some money as well, too, from some trees. Now, if you are ever lucky enough, you could actually come across on a said bug that actually does look like a leaf that we could go and pick up. Or we could actually find a leaf that actually has furniture within it. And I believe I actually did go and grab one of those. And that is for a said soda machine. So, welcome to Harvey's little campground here. This is what we're going to be able to go and interact with him for a little bit for some time. And he's going to get us all introduced into this whole meow coupon thing. And I guess it kind of works almost a little bit like New Horizons, where you can do like little side stuff and you'll be able to get like certain special type of points. And every time that you go and do like your certain type of points, so you can actually use them for like other different type of goods that Harvey actually does have. So it looks like there's some sort of basket over here at the docks, but can't really go and do too much about on that. But there's the Mabel sisters. Can't really go and do anything there. Unfortunately, they're open up around at like 10 o'clock or so. Oh, but here's our little ID type of thing right here. And if we do want to go and add in a photo ID for ourselves, even though that we are kind of like sore and injured at this point in time for all the bees, we're going to have like a weird type of picture here at the moment. But it's all good. I don't think you can do any type of emotes here, I don't think. I could be wrong, but somebody could probably let me know as well, but there we go, we already did that, and that's all good. And here is the said museum to at least somewhat kind of finish off with what we're going to be doing here for right now. And this is Blathers. This is the person that runs the museum here. This is where we'll be able to throw over on some of the type of said fossils or bugs and whatnot and place them here in this particular area. And then at some point, we'll actually go and check around with all these different type of said habitat areas and just kind of walk around and see what all of these are going to all be about here later on. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing any of Red's paintings, though. That's going to be the more difficult one, so I'm going to hold off on that for this series. But anyways, thank you guys so much for going and watching here for episode 1. I'll see you guys in another time for when we go and continue onwards with more Animal Crossing New Leaf. Welcome, Amiibo.